Hello and welcome back to SJ Cartier Limited Convos. And today I'm going to ask the question because I've seen it in my business, running my business. I've seen how larger businesses can attack a smaller business and lose their service because they may see that they may actually be aiding that smaller business to grow. I've seen now, I'm also on YouTube, how some YouTube creators have been in the game for a very long time and they've grown a good following, and they're using their following to bring down other YouTube creators and YouTube channels. And I see, like, even in just life, that people seem to grow where they are recognized or even well known in a certain field and start to become very arrogant of themselves and kind of forget where they come from. So the question I ask, is it actually possible to grow within your field and not to become arrogant? And I think it is definitely possible. It is very hard because even for me now, I've tried to keep my business morals above board and keep it completely as it should be for every customer, no matter who they are, no matter how much they spend. You could come to my website and spend £1, you can come to my website and spend £1,000. It makes no difference to me because you are a customer the same way, and whatever you are purchasing, my aim as a business is to get that to you in the same condition or a better condition than you can see online, and get it to you in a speedily amount of time because I've already took your payment. And then I've also seen now in like YouTube creating how I'm actually watching as a lot of YouTube creators do actually use their channel not to promote the good, as I said in my last video, and try persuade people to take a different impression to the ghetto style looking person or the urban cultured person, and take a different angle and understand where they are coming from, and actually look at them and give them a round of applause for how far they have come. So this video for me, I think, for me personally, I think I'm able to do it. But that's me because I think I'm strong-willed and strong-minded, and I think because I've set my business up, ran by me, and everything I do is done by me, I don't rely on other people to kind of, what's the word, support my business in the way of funding it for the products I need. I will use my business resources, as I've had to build a business, to find the products that I need to find that are admirable or pleasing to the customer, and also at a price that other customers, other shops either can't beat or can't beat with the service. So my integrity, I won't be bought by anybody to say this is better than this, or this person you should support over this person, because in my understanding is everybody deserves the support. And if I was to do that, then that makes me also then forget where I come from and the times where I was asking for support and I couldn't get support and people wasn't looking at me. So for me to grow and then not want to support people who are trying to grow, it's like I forgot my own history and my own story. And that's the same with a YouTube channel. That's the same with even a doctor. You could go into a doctor surgery, and someone that's been in the profession for 20, 30 plus years, they will look on someone that is new in the profession as an amateur or incapable of doing certain jobs, and they may actually not give the same energy they give to that person who they work with every day, who has just started here for the last year, compared to someone who comes into the hospital who has had 20 years in another hospital. They've never met them before. They will automatically presume that this person who has had 20 years experience, they have to help or feed, when in fact you got someone underneath your arm right there who actually needs help. So for me, it's like, it's possible, but for some reason people like us, we're finding it hard to do. Why? Why are we actually finding it hard to actually look at someone who has come from where we've come from and be proud of where they are going, And that's, as I say, that's like me talking from the urban culture. So I can say people in the urban culture, I'll say a lot of people will say, oh, look at Carty's done well. Carty's built his business, he's grown it. Seems to doing quite well. But then how many of you are actually supported? How many of you have told your friends, your neighbours that, oh, you know what? We're talking about these products. Let me check here because I know someone that's built their website. They've come from a ghetto lifestyle, a life of crime, and now they're not committing any crime and they're completely focused on this legal business. Because in my head, it's like whether you've made it and you're out of the ghetto or you're still in the ghetto doing the same thing, we should recognize people's achievements, and in fact we should be giving more support to the people that need the support than the people that seem to already have the support. Let me give a little example for that, because as I say, I'm on YouTube now, and as a YouTube creator now, I'm trying to bring content that obviously is interesting but is also positive minded. So although I may talk about the negative, so yes, people may want to try abuse your business when you're first coming into a field. Some people may want to give you arrogance when they're talking to you because they presume they've been in a field longer, and that could be a field like comics, football cards, antiques. That could be a field like being a doctor, a dentist, or I don't know, a builder. That could be in a field of YouTube creating, whether you're doing podcasts, whether you're doing skits. That could be on a TikTok, that could be on Whatnot, that could be on Instagram, that could be on a variety of things, because everybody starts from zero. We have to remember that. And whether you have the additional capabilities and resources to get from 0 to 100 quicker than some can, you still started at 0 with nothing. And you have to put your work in. And when you realize how much work you have to put in for yourself, for your own business, we're not talking about the people that are part of a pyramid scheme and they're only got their business because somebody is using them to do this business for them and bring in customer and try be a multiple stream of income for them. I'm talking about people that have built their business on their own from scratch, whether that's 1 or 2 or 5 people who started this business from scratch, looked at the business plan, put money in, done the marketing, done the selling, done the building and growing, and have kept the maintenance of that business keep going. I'm talking about those businesses, because those are the businesses that should understand the work it takes to build a business. Those YouTube creators should understand the work it takes to build a following on your YouTube channel, especially when you're talking positive stuff. So when you start a YouTube channel, it's very hard to grow just by positive stuff. You find a lot of people are searching for the negative stuff. But why is that? That's because a lot of the leaders who are always popping up in our feed on YouTube are consistently talking negative stuff. So because of that, you don't actually see as much positive stuff that you should be seeing. I'll give an example to that. I've watched a lot of the podcasts and a lot of these clips and shorts of a lot of arguments between, as I said in my last video, London YouTubers, because I'm glad that it's not Birmingham YouTubers. So I've seen a lot of people from London having a lot of debates on YouTube, and really what I'm seeing from there is you're all jealous of each other for doing something good and forgetting that this space isn't just for one of you, this space is for all of you. And if all of you can grow in this space, you can all help your communities where you come from and the cultures that you all come from. But for some reason, the culture of the YouTube urban people that I am seeing at the moment are trying to bring each other down. Even though it's for views, it's also ruining the character of somebody else. So yes, previously, I'm not trying to really say no names and go into it, but I may just talk about each channel and what my opinion is on each channel that I have been recently watching. Because at first, to be honest, I was only on YouTube to watch Pop the Balloons, watch Scar City, watch The Truth Is, watch these type of channels that are kind of, the Pop the Balloon is entertaining for me and my partner. The Truth is kind of the truth. So when you got people that are looking into conspiracy theories and things like that, it kind of like touches my intellect, because it's like, this is what we want to be talking about, like the groups of people that are trying to control the rest of us. Because there's a group of people that are at the top who have a lot of pull a lot of strings, and then there's a lot of us that do a lot of hard work and don't get the reward, whereas those people that are pulling the strings are getting a lot of reward. For what? For what? So when we look at it like that, like a lot of YouTube creators now, as I say, they're promoting the negative stuff instead of the positive stuff, and it's bringing down another person's channel, because now I'm seeing certain channels are losing views for what, a stupid argument or some kind of views bait. Because this is something we also have to recognize: is this all staged or is this all real? That's something we never know. Like, people could actually be doing this just to get the views and get clout, to bring each other down, saying we don't really care, we just want the views. But then, is that what you want the views for? Is that what you feel happy getting paid for? So as I say, people are bringing down each other for the sake of views and clout, and ruining each other's actual business for the longevity. And that's what the big people want. They want your businesses to not actually make it. And when we look at it, especially, I'm focused on this YouTube creating, because we're on YouTube. So even when we look at it, YouTube creators bringing YouTube creators down that are all from the same urban background is only pushing some of the other backgrounds that aren't from the urban background to get these more views in the long run, and maintain their steady amount of views and keep going for 20, 30, 40 years. Instead of, you know what, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and we pop down. And we pop down because of what we done previously. And that's something, as I say, I've seen in my business, like as a reseller, and that's in a variety of categories. I've seen how certain other businesses may try to pop down my business to make their business seem a bit more reputable, because they feel they have a reputation already. Which for me, I'm laughing at, because aren't I trying to build the same kind of thing that you've built from nothing? And I'm talking about the ones that built it from nothing. I'm not talking about the ones that were given it by their family and just money hungry. I'm not talking about people that have just invested in something that was already running. I'm talking about people that built from scratch something, nothing to something. So when everybody gets to a certain level, we can see that obviously they try to pop down smaller people in certain vicinities, in certain ways, and certain angles, whether that's outpricing you, whether that's trying to make out that your business is not as reputable, whether that's they come to you on eBay shop, as I saw on somebody's channel the other day. Somebody brought some pair of trainers off eBay, and when they returned it, saying there was some scuffs on the brand new trainers, the seller said, obviously never saw the seller ship the item, and I never saw what the buyer purchased, but this is what the seller is saying, and I'm going to take his reputable, there we are again, reputation makes a difference, because I don't know who the seller is, but I see you're talking about it openly and honestly, so I'm going to take your reputation as you're telling the facts. So you sold a pair of brand new trainers, you shipped them to the customer, then the customer complains to eBay that these trainers are not brand new. Then they return the trainers, and when they return the trainers are completely different. Not only are they completely different, they are completely different colour, everything. And I'm thinking, wow. Sometimes you think, is this a scam, or is this just another business who actually jealous of these trainers that you have for sale, whether that be the price you're listing it, or just your service, or just the fact that you've got that product there now. They want to take that away from you, and so you don't actually get that to a legitimate buyer who actually appreciates it and appreciates your service, which then helps your business grow. So even for me, as I see a lot of people will try to persuade people not to come to my website, because if they do, they will understand the service they actually receive. They will understand and be able to compare the service they receive from me and the service they receive from them, regardless of prices, and make their own fair judgment of what they think they deserve. And that's what I looked at with that. I'm thinking, wow, this isn't someone that actually just brought something and thought, you know what, let me scam this business here. This is someone that has followed this business, whether on social networks, whether seen them sell it on other platforms, or they've just been following their eBay shop for a while, and they have thought, you know what, I'm going to give this business a challenge because I understand how eBay works. And if I say the product isn't as it is, I can easily send back these products. I can get my refund. I can close the eBay account. I can even keep it open and just buy from a lot of variety of other people that I know and get them to leave me positive feedback to cancel out any negative feedback that this person has actually said as a reputable business. So in a lot of fields we see it, but why? This is the question I want to ask us. And are you one of these people that would grow and forget where you come from and look at other people's small or large achievements and judge them or be jealous of them for this? It's just something we have to consider. So yeah, that's me for today with SJ Cartier Limited Convos. I thought I'd come to my other today. Right, I come and just chill. You used to come and chill. You would have heard a few birds and that. Quite nice round. I say I live in the countryside, so as I say again, people have to be happy that I'm living in the countryside. And you know, the fact that people are or aren't makes no difference to the fact I would like people who are in the ghetto that aren't able to be comfortable doing something different in the ghetto, to be in the countryside or in a different city, living a family life and trying to like progress in life, not lose your connections, not forget who you are, but just breathe easy and relax. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, that's me today, SJ Cartier Limited Convos. Hope you like this little one again today, and hope to see you again tomorrow.